Chicago Cars Direct. Today we're going to spend some time with the Mercedes-Benz S500. Under the hood of this S500, you're going to find Mercedes-Benz's 5-liter V8. Now, in this tune, it makes 302 horsepower. It's a very powerful engine, but it's routed to a 5-speed automatic, which is in turn routed to the rear wheels. But you know, they say engineered like no other car in the world. To really experience the S-Class is kind of like Dayton's automotive royalty. These cars really are amazing. They reward you with a very, very comfortable driving experience, but there's enough character and soul built in that the car will talk to you. Let's take a walk around because it's in exceptional condition throughout. As always, we walk around just to give you an idea of the condition of the car. It really is exceptional. It's a one-owner car, and the perception is that one-owner cars tend to be worth a little bit more because it's only been cared for by one person. This car really does show as a one-owner vehicle as well, and we'll show you why. You do have a slight stone chip here. Just a couple ones, you know, you're really not going to be able to see them in the camera. There's a couple across the front that are in the stone, or I'm sorry, in the clear coat, but that's really the only one that falls within sight of the camera. Other than that, excellent across the front. You can see the paint right across. The reflection in there is excellent. Coming around here, you have a 17-inch wheel on these, and the tire size is a 225/55 R17. This is a Toyo tire. It is an all-season tire, and these have been installed very, very recently, where they have about 95% of the tread remaining. The only reason I wouldn't say they're not brand new is because we didn't install them. We actually purchased the car with the tires installed, but virtually brand new. But take a look at the fit, finish, panels. Everything on the driver's side is in factory excellent condition. Coming around to the rear, you'll see the deck lid, proper S500 badging, the ever stunning Chicago Cars Direct plate frame. But across the deck lid and all the way down the passenger side, there is no exception to the rule. The car really is stunning all the way down. The S-Class is no small car, but take a look at the trunk. It's very, very roomy. Let's pop that open there. You can see probably spend a weekend in there if you so choose. But under the floorboard, you'll also find brand new spare, full tool kit, everything untouched. Take a look across the front seats of the S500. The interior does show no wear, and it really is as brand new. I can't pick out anything that I can really fault that's even wear. You might be able to call this wear. I wouldn't even call that wear. You can barely even see it. There's a couple wrinkles in the leather on the bolster here. That's going to happen to any car with leather interior over time, but easy step-in height, extremely comfortable seats. If you look at the switches on the door here, you do have a 3-position memory, heated seats. You've got a whole number of seat adjustments there, as well as the proper Bose badge on the speaker grille. Looking at the overall layout, the visibility is fantastic. It is an S-Class, I know I keep saying that, but once again, top-notch materials, leather steering wheel, wood trim, everything is super high quality to the touch. As far as amenities, you got power tilt and telescope steering wheel here with a multi-function display that controls the computer within the dashboard there. Automatic setting over here for the xenon headlamps up front. You do have a power rear sunshade. This button will actually raise the car. If you have to clear a high object, it will actually raise the car a couple of inches. You have 2 settings, actually I should say 3 settings. You've got the normal setting, which we're in right now. If you hit this one, this takes us to Airmatic 1. This will take you to Airmatic Sports 2. The ride will actually firm up as you go, and then you go back to the normal comfort mode, and the car is as comfortable as can be. Just aids in handling. Your central locking switches are here. You'll find electronic stability program right here. This button will flip the headrest back. And then below that, you've got a Bose sound system. Now here you have an in-dash CD player, as well as a 6-disc CD changer in the rear. Navigation system, factory nav from Mercedes-Benz. Below that, dual-zone climate control. Obviously you can see you got it dialed in there. There is an in-cabin filtration system that you can activate right there. And then below that, nice and simple, right here for the drive modes. Got four choices, P, R, N, and D. Obviously D being drive. You can use this, as they call it, the touch shift. You can use it as a manual if you so choose. But the button next to the shifter here, C and S, C is comfort, S being sport. C will actually soften the suspension and start in second gear as you drive. S will firm the suspension slightly, but you'll start in first gear and it'll allow for a little bit firmer shift as you go. And then right above my head here, I've got a factory power moonroof. Just step in the back of the S-Class. This is definitely one of the roomier rear seats of any luxury sedan on the market, but I'm 6 feet, I got room to recline even, which is pretty funny. One of the neatest things I always have found about an S-Class historically is that up here you've got reading lights as well as a vanity mirror. You don't see that too often these days. A little short on time today. We're going to just take a quick ride out in the S500 just to illustrate the serenity that you experience driving this car. I am cruising along at about 60-65 miles an hour. It's absolutely drama-free aside from having to watch the road and where the car is going. I mean, I really haven't had to do much else, but extraordinarily comfortable seat, excellent visibility, light steering, but it still communicates. It's one thing I like about this car. Recently we tested a LS430 and I said it was the most comfortable car. It really is, because you don't feel anything. The Mercedes is almost as comfortable. I would say it's second place, but you kind of get a feel for the car. It talks back a little bit. You get more soul out of it. But as far as the overall driving experience, you can't tell this car apart from new. The tires are almost brand new, so that's why they're whisper quiet here. The alignment's dead straight. I could just kind of cruise along on the highway here with my hands behind my head if I so choose. And also, all I gotta do is just slam on the brakes, because the brakes come down perfect. There's no compromise. It really is a hell of a car. You know, this whole time I've been talking about comfort, we never got back to the fact that it's got 302 horsepower. It's still very athletic. I don't care how big this car is. It is a very, very athletic feeling to drive this car at high velocities. And when you consider the engineering of a car like this, it's actually bred to drive the Autobahn in Germany. They are electronically limited to 155 miles an hour, which I've been told is very, very easy to achieve. But I mean, look at the layout and look how clean everything is. I mean, those gauges, they're really, really brightly lit. Everything is real simple, easy to the touch, pretty intuitive to use. I can't imagine too many cars that provide this much comfort, luxury, quality, and value as this level of S500 right here. Great car. I know I mentioned at the beginning, engineered like no other car in the world, but the build quality and refinement and just feeling of driving this car really does let you know every minute you're behind the wheel that you are driving something special. This car was, I want to say, priced in the mid-80s when it was new. When you consider the value of that, including the amenities like navigation, heated seats, moonroof, xenons, it represents an unbelievable value. Got some information here on the car. I've got a fresh copy of the Auto Check History Report. It does show, as we said before, one owner. But beyond that, not a whole lot. It shows scores a 92, which is actually out of the range. It's above the normal range for this car, which obviously is a great vote of confidence, but really no issues to note, just a handful of registration events. It was registered locally here. We do have extended warranties available for this car. I know that's a question we get pretty often with cars like this, but please inquire. Let us know if you need any more information on that. But in the meantime, go to our website. You'll find us at chicagocarsdirect.com. You'll find our full inventory with 60 pictures of each car. And to see all of our footage, check out YouTube. It's youtube.com/chicagocarsdirect. Thanks for spending some time with us today, and we'll see you next time.